Welcome, fellow Taoists, back to the Donghua Family. In the previous installment, after witnessing the extraordinary talent of Qin Mu and learning that he was the junior disciple of Bao Shan's sacrificial libation, the young Shen Wanyun was somewhat unconvinced. He swore that until the day he could defeat Qin Mu, he would not call him martial uncle. Early the next morning, Bao Shan's sacrificial libation appeared at the prince's garden to scout for more talented individuals to personally mentor. The second prince, Ling Yushu, thought his celestial destiny had arrived. However, Bao Shan's sacrificial libation simply gave a faint smile and declared, "It seems the second prince is overthinking things. I only guide scholars below the sixfold realm. I came today to ask the second prince to recommend 2 people." Although a bit disappointed, Ling Yushu quickly composed himself and recommended his sister, Ling Yuxiu, and the crown prince, Ling Minyu. On the surface, he praised his sister's excellent aptitude, but mentioned her playful nature needed the sacrificial libation's guidance. In his heart, he was secretly plotting to separate her from the commoner of the great ruins, Qin Mu. Upon receiving the news, Ling Yuxiu and Crown Prince Minyu immediately went to the scholar's residence. There, they found a gathering of other promising talents, including Qin Yu, Shen Wanyun, Yun Ke, and Wei Rong. Once everyone had assembled, Bao Shan's sacrificial libation announced, "You are the first batch of Imperial Academy doctors from our Imperial Academy. From now on, you will only attend lectures at the Painting Sage Pavilion, the Azure Sun Hall, the Military Strategy Tower, the Formation Origin Hall, and the Heavenly Melody Pavilion. All other lessons will be personally taught by me. I will teach you according to your aptitude, and your studies will not be the same as the other students. Whether you can become an Imperial Academy doctor in a few years will depend on your own abilities. Oh, and you also have a senior martial brother, or rather, a martial uncle. He is the very first Imperial Academy doctor of our academy. I have already discussed this with the great sacrificial priest and reported it to the emperor. The decree will be issued soon." Everyone exchanged glances, not understanding who this first Imperial Academy doctor was. Bao Shan's sacrificial libation continued. "This time, I will be taking the 7th princess Ling Yuxiu out for a few days of training, while the rest of you will have to wait for the next opportunity. Princess, go to the Heavenly Record Tower and choose a few volumes of techniques and divine abilities. The others may stay." At the same time, in the Heavenly Record Tower, Qin Mu was selecting cultivation techniques for his upcoming journey. After careful consideration, he chose a volume of sword techniques, a volume of the soul drawing art, and a volume of the ghost controlling and spirit summoning talismanic seal. After choosing his books, before setting out, Qin Mu astonished everyone by using a sleeping drug to knock out the mountain-guarding Long Qilin to collect its saliva. He explained to everyone, "This is a miraculous medicine for external injuries. If you get a blade wound, applying it will cause the rotten flesh to regenerate and the damaged skin to peel away." Witnessing this, Ling Yushu secretly thought, "This commoner from the Great Ruins is truly not simple." Not long after, riding on the back of a green ox, the group traveled straight to the border pass. Upon receiving the news, the border pass guarding General Bianjin Yun and all his soldiers gathered and knelt to thank Qin Mu, as he had previously given them the pure yangworm refining pellet, saving the lives of countless border soldiers. After staying at the border pass for one night, Bao Shan's sacrificial libation intended to continue their journey. When Bianjin Yun learned they were heading into the Mandi Kingdom, he immediately warned them that the place was extremely dangerous. However, Bao Shan's sacrificial libation just laughed, pulled up his robe, and revealed a tattoo of the martial Khan on his chest. He explained that he was once revered as the martial emperor there due to his unparalleled in 100 battles ability. After leaving the border pass and heading straight towards the Lulan Golden Palace, the holy land of the Man tribe, Bao Shan's sacrificial libation revealed the true purpose of their trip to Qin Mu and Ling Yuxiu, to retrieve the lower half of the butcher's body, who was once revered as the Heavenly Khan, or the Heavenly Emperor. Along the way, Bao Shan's sacrificial libation began teaching Qin Mu and Ling Yuxiu a unique battle technique that combined martial skills and magic. He used an iron mace to continuously shatter Qin Mu's attacks. As they continued to travel, the 3 were unexpectedly caught in the midst of a fierce battle. Hundreds of divine ability practitioners attacked. Facing the situation, Bao Shan's sacrificial libation unleashed the divine ability, Absolute Cliff Heavenly Armor, creating a giant wall of light that blocked all the attacks. However, as he withdrew his hand, he began to worry that the sacrifice master of the Golden Palace would use a war of attrition to deal with him. Therefore, after a moment of thought, he decided that upon arrival, Ling Yuxiu and Qin Mu would guard the gate and challenge them to attract attention. Meanwhile, he would sneak into the palace to steal his master's lower body. Hearing this, Qin Mu immediately spoke up. "Senior martial brother, I have learned a thieving technique before." Bao Shan's sacrificial libation glanced at him and shook his head, saying, "The Lulan Golden Palace is a holy land of the grasslands, a force on par with the holy land of the Dao sect and the Great Thunder Sound Temple. The mechanisms inside are layered, and seals are dense. The thieving technique you have learned is useless. It cannot break the seals and mechanisms there." Qin Mu spoke earnestly. "The one who taught me the trade is very powerful. He is cripple grandpa from my village, and though he has lost a leg." Hearing this, Bao Shan's sacrificial libation waved his hand, his spirits dampened. If he lost his leg, it only means his skills were not refined enough. You don't need to think about how to retrieve our master's lower body. I will handle this matter. The two of you, just focus on guarding the gate of the Golden Palace. Leave everything else to me." At that very moment, the Lulan Golden Palace appeared majestically before their eyes. This marks the end of episode 50 of Tales of a Herding God. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel to help me reach 1,000 subscribers soon and receive the analysis of the next episode as early as possible. This is the Donghua Family, signing off. See you in the next episode, fellow Taoists.